Hey, what's up? It's Nerve, doing a commentary for once, and the gameplay in the background, it's pretty typical. I mean, it's one of those matches where if I weren't doing every possible thing that I could to win, it would have been a complete failure, I'm sure. And there were some interesting conversations going on in this lobby between the other people. One of the conversations was about PC builds and about how a guy spent some $100 on his computer, blah blah blah. Like, dude, you shouldn't have to spend two grand to build a good computer. I mean, mine's got an i7 processor, 32 gigs of Ripjaws X RAM, a 980 Ti for the win, 6 gigabyte graphics card, and it still runs this game fairly shitty. I mean, it plays, but you get frame drops because of the way the maps are coded, and you can't run everything on max, which is ridiculous because I can run Battlefield games and Crisis and whatever on ultra everything, and it looks gorgeous. But another interesting thing to know, there was a guy talking about how his grandmother had died the previous day, and rest in peace to her. I didn't know him or her, obviously, and it may not even be true, but the way he described it, because he's talking about trying to get money to afford a computer, he said, yeah, my credit card co-signer died. I'm like, really, dude? I've only lost one of my set of grandparents to this point, and they were amazing people. Way better people than I'll ever be, I can guarantee that. But I would never have referred to them as my credit card co-signers. But I guess such is the way of the world and the COD community, so it is what it is. But anyway, some funny stuff going on in the background. Well, half of them are talking instead of playing, so whatever. But I kind of wanted to talk about Infinite Warfare and the developers that make these games, and maybe the mindsets that they have. I know people have already shared their comments and concerns for the most part about the new title, and some of them seem founded, some of them maybe not so much. I mean, I'm not really even sure that people really even know what they want out of a Call of Duty game. I know for me specifically, I just want a well-made game. I want a game that has maps that have flow. I don't want a bunch of errors and coding problems. I don't want, laggy servers. I would prefer to have a dedicated server browser like we used to have, which helps immensely in all sorts of aspects of the gameplay. I just want a good game. I personally couldn't care less about the time period, again, as long as it plays well. The movement mechanics, they do change things. I like Black Ops 3 movement system much more than I like Advanced Warfare's. At the same time, I can see why it would be frustrating for people. I mean, obviously the movement mechanics, it changed the way that the game feels. I mean, this is not like Black Ops 2 and because of the movement. I mean, in Black Ops 2 you couldn't jump over someone's head and get the flank just by jumping over them, or come running off a wall and whatever. I mean, there are things about this game, obviously, between the movement system and the free specialist abilities, which, like it or not, I kind of feel like it was put in the game for noob players, because they're almost score streaks in a way, like the Purifier, the Scythe, the Hives, all the different specialist abilities, score streak, boost, just being able to see through walls. They're basically score streaks, and you earn them essentially for free. You don't have to do anything necessarily to get them. It kind of annoys me a bit. I mean, I'll be honest, it annoys me quite a bit. I mean, why should I have to die to some kind of specialist ability when the person didn't even earn it, So, I don't know, there's a lot of things about the game that are annoying. And if Infinite Warfare does things differently than Treyarch has done with Black Ops 3, then it could be a great game. I mean, and plus for me, I'm a fan of sci-fi. I love space. Anything space related, I'm interested in. I watch documentaries about the universe and black holes and whatever else, and I don't know, I enjoy it. So the fact that this Call of Duty is in space, it doesn't bother me at all. Coupled with the fact that people are freaking out, yeah, you're in spaceships, bullshit, whatever. Dude, tell me a Call of Duty game where you didn't end up flying an aircraft of some sort at some point. Why does it freaking matter if you're in an aircraft in space or a helicopter on the ground? You know, and the cool thing about Infinite Warfare is that the space battle that we've seen so far in the preview, you're not stuck on a rail. You're in an arena. You can fly around however you want to you know, complete the objectives, to blow up the ships or whatever. So that's cool as shit. You're not stuck going in one direction. You can spin in, you know, 360s, whatever's 180s. You can do whatever you want, which is also cool and kind of new for the Call of Duty franchise to have more arena style maps and stuff. So, but on top of that, you know, you also have the people that are questioning, well, they didn't have a choice, or talking about how the developers don't have a choice in what they can and can't do in these games. And, you know, beyond the fact that Treyarch had the blueprint for how to make a good game with Black Ops 2 and ended up kind of screwing that up with this one. I mean, the coding problems, all the issues, it's already been talked about. Beyond all that, Respawn Entertainment proved that if you don't like who you work for, you can leave. You can start your own company. You can start your own corporation, whatever. So, you know, Respawn obviously created Titanfall. They used to be ex-Infinity Ward employees. They were just tired of working for Infinity Ward and working with Treyarch or Activision. Started their own company, and now they're successful doing what they do. Why, you know, if Treyarch really felt bad about supply drops and the movement mechanics and the futuristic setting and all this different stuff, why stay? You know, so it's almost like a money grab, like, well, we'd rather stay here and have fans pissed at us so we can get a steady paycheck from Activision than do what, you know, the guys with Respawn did and maybe fail, who knows. But I don't know, was it not worth the risk? I mean, are you doing things for what you love, or are you doing them for the money? And if you're doing them for the money, I kind of feel like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And honestly, the issues with this game almost kind of lead me to believe that Treyarch now is, at least some of the people that make the main decisions, Treyarch now is doing it for the money, because the game obviously doesn't show a passion for a community. It doesn't show a passion for Call of Duty or FPS games. It shows money grab. You know, so, and I do feel bad for Infinity Ward, because now all the people that are pissed off from what's happened with Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, because the games have not been great, it's getting put on Infinity Ward. And honestly, dude, in Ghost, aside from the fact that the maps were too big, and aside from the fact that the color scheme was pretty terrible, I didn't mind that game. I mean, the hit detection was amazing. If they can just improve those couple things, Infinite Warfare could be a badass fucking game. It really could, and that's what pisses me off about the community being, oh, fucking, it sucks, it's terrible, and they hadn't even seen anything relevant about the game yet. You know, the developers are you know, bleeding their hearts out to the community, like, look, you know, please wait to see till you see more to react. And you know, they've already released statements responding to fans about, why would you go in this direction? You know, the community hates it. And they're like, well, we have been making this game for 3 years. You know, what did you want us to do? On this guy right here, I knew he was there.
Here's Johnny.
But yeah, I mean, and who knows? Infinite Warfare, like, they literally could have only the non-player characters might have boost packs and have, you know, boost abilities or whatever. They might have even figured out a way to make the multiplayer more like old CODs than Black Ops 3 even feels. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to jump the gun and start getting pissed about Infinite Warfare. I'm just looking at the positives. You know, every year they tweak the graphics a little bit. The graphics get a little better. You know, they need to stop for a couple years and make a new engine for COD. But in the meantime, the graphics always get a little better. The sound design in this game is amazing. I can already tell that. The number of guns they're going to have has already been listed as being the largest ever for a COD game, which could be awesome. Having more variety with what you get to shoot, and you know, I'm hoping that if they do have supply drops, that it is only cosmetic stuff. You know, time's gonna tell on that one. I don't know. Poor Johnny 5 got destroyed. But, you know, and again, same thing with Infinity Ward. Depending on the decisions they make with this game, if they do have supply drops, and that's the only thing that pisses me off about the game, then I'll still consider it a success. I mean, obviously, everyone's still going to be pissed off about the fact that these developers are still, you know, charging kids, tricking people, whatever you want to call it, for the supply drops. But at the same time, if the game is just badass, that's all I'm really concerned about. You know, if Black Ops 3 didn't have so many issues, I could forgive the supply drop stuff. I mean, I'd still be pissed about it. It's still annoying, regardless. But it'd be a little more forgivable. But, you know, honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't made that many commentaries. And I have like 50, 60 different recordings of good matches to do commentaries over. I just don't really have the desire, and I don't play the game as much anymore. You know, I might play long enough in a day just to get a challenge done or something for the keys. But yeah, that's just kind of how this game's gotten. Like, I don't really have the desire to play it. It's more of a, I think, an addictive thing, or I'm just used to doing it, so I do it out of habit. But I don't know. I'm just hoping that Infinite Warfare gets all the important things right and gives us something really fun to enjoy for the next couple years. Because hell, we haven't had that in a while either. You know, Black Ops 2 was the last game that I played that I wanted to keep playing after the cycle was over. Like, I wasn't, you know, excited about moving on so much, or I was enjoying the game for a while. So this game, not so much. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. That's gonna be all for this one. I do appreciate it, and if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.